Hi everyone, it's Cliff here for yctestdrive. Welcome back to my channel. For those that have not seen this channel before, it means you've missed quite a lot. Okay? I do test drive car and I love talking about cars. So if there's any specific car that you would like me to talk about, put a comment below so I will look for that car and then we'll discuss about that car. Okay, anyway, what do we have here today? Today I have something really quite interesting, something that I've always wanted to drive. So this, ladies and gentlemen, is a Mazda Demio 2011 model. I'm really fascinated by this car because this car, you will find it, lots of people that are doing business on the road uses this car. And lots of ladies uses this car. I'm not trying to be gender biased, but lots of ladies uses this car. This car, in fact, won World's Car of the Year in 2008. So Mazda started doing this car in 1996. That was the first model for Demio. So this specific model, it's a 4-cylinder inline with multi-point fuel injection. It has a 4-stroke naturally aspirated engine with 90 horsepower and 124 Newton meter of torque. This specific Demio is made for the Asian market, but don't be deceived that this is not a good car. This is actually a good car with a 17-inch rim. So you have a different specification on this car. With this specific model, it does not have fog lights, but you can see these huge lights as you come on this side. Huge mirrors for a small compact hatchback, tinted windows. So this is really quite a stylish car, looking at how it looks. Okay, let me show you the interior of this little car. All right. With these seats, I really like the way how they are made with these stripes. It really looks quite comfy and quite intact. If you look at these, they really hold you nicely when you are sitting here. So these are comfortable seats. You have, of course, have electronic window adjustment of all the doors. You have electronic mirrors as well. You can also fold the mirrors as well. In here, it really feels quite good. You have these light adjustment. You have a compact steering wheel right here. It's leather. Of course, the owner has wrapped it in a steering wheel cover, but it's leather, and the dashboard here really quite well. It's very small, very tiny. It really looks quite clear, clean, and neat little car. With this specific model, it does not have the buttons on the steering wheel. The other models, they have buttons here on the steering wheel. You have your air vent here. The radio, this is the aftermarket radio. So this is not the original radio. The owner modified the radio where you have Bluetooth, you have USB, and all other connections. Here, right here, the cooling off and the heating of the aircon and the fan and all this adjustment. And here, if you want to allow the air in or out. So it's really quite fair, simple, straight to the point, very easy to use. You have your socket here, your 12-volt socket here for charging your phones. Your handbrake is right here. Unfortunately, this does not have an armrest, but that's fine. You have also on this side, you have your compartment where you can load things, which is really quite huge enough. Let's have a look at the legroom behind. Just before we do that, you have a child lock here. If you pull it, kids won't be able to open the door from inside. This material on the seat, it still also comes on the door panel, which is really quite good. When I come in here for the legroom, it's quite compact. It's a compact hatchback, so you can feel the compactness. So it's not much of legroom really. If you have a tall person in front driving, it will be really a tight squeeze. But the headroom though, you can see it's fine. I like this soft button for the boot. Neat soft button as it opens up right at the back. Always very important to have your first aid kit in the car. In the night, if you are offloading things, you have this light that you can then switch on there, and in here you will have your jack right at the back. So you have really enough loading space here for a compact hatchback. Perfect. Ladies and gentlemen, I find the interior of this little car drive Mazda. On a straight road like this, you can see how it handles. It's just straight, it just goes, even with my hands out. It's well balanced. It does not have too much of noise outside like other cars that I've driven. Of course you can hear the noise, but it's very quiet. You almost hardly hear any engine as it's moving. As we come here on the curve, it just handles the curve really well. The stability and the handling as we are coming on the curve here. It has good stability control. Just from the time that I've been driving this car, I have seen over 10 of them just passing. The car behind me is just that you can't see. The car behind me is exactly the same as this car. After driving for a while now with this car, I understand why most people like this car. Let me start with things that I don't like. The power that this car has. It has really low power. When you step on it, it takes some time. You can understand it's a small engine. The gearbox change is a little bit sluggish. You can feel the car struggles a little bit. There's not much of leg room at the backside. Lots of things I like about this car. First of all, very modern and it looks stylish. Look at it. It just looks cute. It really handles very well. You feel when you are sitting inside, it's really quite comfortable. Okay? There is enough cargo space at the back. The greatest of all, it's the fuel consumption. This car is the best for fuel consumption, really great. So all in all, I have more things I like about this car than what I don't like. So what I can say is that you should buy this car if you want to live really happily ever after. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to yctestdrive on YouTube, Facebook and Instagram. See you in my next video.